Here in the back we have again a thin sheet over some plywood and a foam core. This is essentially a 3/4 inch plywood here with a 1/4 inch front, just like on the sides, that then has an additional laminate on the inside. The outside, we are looking at a looks like we're gonna be get my tape measure here. Looks like it's a roughly an inch. Get that on the edge there. Yeah, where we are, about 1.25 inches wide, and same as over there. And then from the sides, we have what appears to be, hang on, okay, it is 6 inches wide. I'm assuming that that's what it would have been over here as well. So it appears that we have a 1.25 by 6 inch around the top and sides, and I'm assuming that it's very similar over here, although I don't know that for certain yet. I've still got some pieces to take off, and I will update this again. I'll take just a quick peek here. Yes, we appear to be the same situation. 6 inches of plywood at the ends, a 1.25 inch along the top. What is at the bottom, we still do not know yet. But that's where things stand at this point. I'm gonna peel this back a little bit so I can take a look. This may be a solid piece of plywood because of its distance there, but that's glued on very well, unlike a lot of the rest of this. Yes, that appears to be a single solid piece of plywood. That may have been replaced. Alright, and that's it for now. I'm going to be ripping some more apart and then recording later. Okay, we are back at the back of this camper, and you know, as we said before, it's 1.25 inches at the top, 6 inches wide on the side, and then we do have another 1.25 inches at the bottom. The top of this to where it cuts back is 16 inches exactly. And although I'm not sure of the angle here, we will have that figured out before too long. And I'm going to need 2 hands to measure this, so hang on. Okay, top to bottom, it is exactly 2 feet. We have 16 inches at that point where it turns, and again we have 1.25 inches, looks like, at the bottom, and at the sides this time instead of the 6 inch. And they're going to be, this piece here is 7 inches long. The piece at the bottom appears to be, not sure because there's so much rotted away, but I believe that is again 1.5 inches. Just for grins, we're going to take a look at the bottom here. We have kind of a 2x3 that runs into there, into the frame. I'm sure this frame is not in bad shape. But we do have some pieces like this here that will need to be welded, and I'll have to figure out how to weld that. I'm sure I've got somebody I can borrow a welder from. Anyway, yeah, there's so much. Okay, so like I said, we'll figure out exactly what that angle is going to be mathematically. But in the meantime, that's how that's going to work. I'm also assuming that the front is similar. Again, with the 3/4 inch foam core. Wiring came through there. Right here, you can see the damage is not really near as bad on this side, but still there exists some. With the benefit of being able to pull that back, we do have, in fact, have a what appears to be a 1 1/4 inch bottom there. If I can get this pulled back, it doesn't want to cooperate. There we are. Grab the tape measure here. Okay. Like I said before, we're just a little over 24 inches, it appears. 24.5 inches. Okay. Now, this piece here is going to be just over 21 inches. Try this again. I need an extra hand to hold the camera while I hold the tape. And there we are. Hopefully I'll be able to look at that later and see exactly how much that is. We have, looks like, around 14 3/4 inches where the corner of that is. And at the bottom we are a mere 2 3/4 inches wide. At the top, this piece, if I'm not mistaken, is 6 inches. And yes, it is. Okay, with all that, I should be able to tell you that angle, and therefore exactly how these pieces go. Now, the bottom here appears to only be like 1.5 inches. Or sorry, 1/2 inch plywood. We have again 1 1/4 by 3/4 plywood. I'm not sure how long that is. It appears the bottom is only 1/2 inch plywood, even though it's rotted away rather severely right here. I'm a little surprised at that. I would have expected that to be a little thicker. But we'll take a closer look at that later, I'm assuming. In the meantime, I've got some more to do here. This is the back of it, which I have now torn off. And it's just hanging here kind of loosely right now. You can see the wiring for the tail lights, which needs to be redone. Also, you can see some of the structure internally, including the bolt for the spare tire, which appears to be on a plate of some sort here inside, some sort of angle iron, which of course is coming right apart. Yeah, there we are. So that's how that attaches. And I'm going to leave that together for now because I'm going to want to know exactly where that was. I'm going to want to get some good measurements here, and I will probably be putting those directly into the computer. And although I'm taking pictures here now, I will probably be referring to them later. Again, this is the back piece. We have 1/4-inch plywood on top of 3/4-inch frame and 3/4-inch foam board. It would appear that we are dealing with like a 3/8-inch plywood along the side, or along the top here. Again, 1/4-inch for the barrier for the internal area. And again, the damage to the wood on here from leaking for so long. The underside here of the table. The other side